Hey guys, I thought I would come at you today with a little health update. Let's get in the frame. um, it's been 30 days now that I've been on this prednisone treatment for my liver. So I thought I would come at you guys, give you a little update, tell you how it's going, and all that stuff. So that's what this is about. Um, First, my liver. The last results that I got, last blood results that I got, showed that treatment is working really well and a lot better than I expected too. Um, when I first saw my doctor, a month ago, and the alarms went up, my liver function tests were 1 to 2,000. At that point it's like high, like like it's not even statistically a good number because it's so high. But the last time I had it, they were in the low hundreds. So I mean that's 10% of what they were. So that's good. It's still about 2 to 3 times normal, which is still means that it's not great. There's still some inflammation going on in my liver and um, all that stuff, but making progress, and I'm happy about it. So the treatment's still kicking my ass. The prednisone is it's a nightmare. Sleep, I seem to go like 2 or 3 days where I'll get like 3 to 4 hours a night of sleep, and then my body will just say, okay, that's enough, and then the next day I'll be able to get like twice that in like different shifts kind of thing. So, so I don't know how I'm still functioning after 30 days like that. My days are pretty. This is how my day goes. Let's fill you in on that, okay? Oh, perfect timing, right? So, water, shake, pills, lots and lots of pills. So that's how I start my day. Usually, actually, I start my day with coffee now because I need that to wake me up. Like I usually wait. I used to wait have my coffee like after I've had all this stuff, but now I have coffee first thing, and then I go for the pills and shake. Um, Basically, in the morning, I feel pretty well because all the prednisone is out of my body, so I'm happy, even though I haven't slept well. And then I take my medication, and about an hour later, the prednisone kicks in, and my body is just like shaking for about 2 hours. And I feel horrible as it's working through my system. Um, I try and get myself going and get to the gym at that point because that's when my energy is the highest. It gives me a real surge of energy. Um, I don't know if it's kind of a false energy or what it is, but um, it gets me going. I do my gym, and what I've been doing at the gym, I've been going in. I start with like 5 to 10 minutes of incline treadmill. I do my weights for 80, 90 minutes. And then I do some more cardio. It's actually kind of fun. I haven't really been doing my cardio before and after my weights, because I was on the gain train and don't want to have cardio and all that stuff. But I'm actually kind of enjoying it. There's something about doing that mindless cardio, and it's only 10 minutes at a shot, so I mean, it's not too draining, um, uh, and it feels good. It just feels good to do that. So I have been enjoying that. Um, Oddly, don't understand why. um, Now let's see. Yeah, so I do. So yeah, to finish my day, I do that. After that, I eat and all that stuff, and shower, and my day is done. Like I am like a vegetable at that point. My brain's not processing. My body is just aching and sore, and I space out basically for the rest of the day. Like there's no other way to put it. I'm just a vegetable, like mentally and physically. Um, but that's the way it goes, right? Um, yeah. So that's my day. If I'm lucky, I get some cooking in. Um, if I really get if the depression starts to kick in a little too much in the afternoon, I'll go for a walk before the sun goes down or something like that. But that's my day. So yeah. So yeah, the weight thing, yeah, crazy. Um, it's under control. That's for sure. I'm pulling up a report here so I can actually give you some actual numbers. So when I started, before I started the prednisone, I was at around 184. And then I started on the prednisone, even though I had reduced my calories and all that kind of stuff. Um, my weight shot up to 188 in 4 days. And then I took things a little more seriously and really started to focus on lowering the carbohydrates, lowering specifically the sugars. I've really been limiting the sugars that I eat, and my weight started to go down. Boom, boom, boom. Within like about a week, let's see, a week. Yeah, within a week, it was back to where it was, around 184. So I was like, good. I've got it under control. Sure, I have less carbs, so I'm probably storing less glycogen and water and all that stuff, so it kind of evens out, and that made sense. I'm like, okay, great. I'm in a good spot. This is good. Today I weighed in at 179.5, so that's another 4 pounds in 3 weeks. So that's not good. um, I'm feeling like, even though I'm not swole and all that stuff because of the carbohydrates that I'm on, I'm feeling pretty shredded. Like, I took some pictures. Maybe I'll put it at the end here just so you can get some idea of what I'm talking about. And my legs, my arms, everything is just feeling really shredded. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm losing some fat. I don't know how it's even possible. I've been thinking about that. My calories, I've been keeping them 3,500, something like that, which is a lot higher than I thought. Like, I originally had went down to like 3,200, like in those first few days after I started treatment, because I was really scared of gaining weight. Let's put it that way. But I've been keeping around 3,500, a little bit less. If I'm not on my rest day, which I haven't been taking enough of. But yeah, I'm gonna have to eat more. I'm still going to try and keep the sugars low and the carbohydrates low, but I'm going to, maybe have an extra serving of nuts or something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but, oh yeah, pro tip. If you get sick of nuts, go buy chocolate. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been having, I get the Lindt 90% cocoa chocolate, and I'll have like 2 squares of those, like for my dessert after my meal, and it's really nice. There's very low sugar. I think it's like in the 2 squares, it's something like 5 grams of sugar, maybe even less, and it's 120 calories. So I mean, it's pretty calorie dense for what you're eating, and it tastes good, and kind of after meal uh, palate cleansing going on. Um, so that's good. But yeah, so the weight's dropping. I've been trying to think of why that is. Obviously, I'm doing a little extra cardio, eating less. So I mean, there's that, which is obvious. But also, I was thinking, my liver is not working so well. So maybe it's not processing those nutrients and producing those things that I need to keep my muscles strong. So yeah. um, I guess I need to eat more just to make sure that I'm not losing weight. Like, it's kind of funny whenever, when I first got this autoimmune hepatitis thing, you look at the symptoms and everything else, and they're like, weight loss is like a symptom. You're like, back then I was like 400 pounds. I'm like, all right, I could do with some weight loss. But I guess it's a real thing. People lose weight when they get sick. So I need to try and adjust for that and find a way to make it work. I'm still worried about the sugars because I know the sugars with my cortisol levels really high and everything else. I mean, it's gonna go to fat. Like, there's no. I mean, that's, I don't know. I mean, that's not what I'm observing, but I mean, it's really hard for me to tell. Because again, it's, if it happens in my midsection, and it's all skin there. I can't tell anything. Um, so yeah, so basically, in terms of the weight loss, Jennifer pointed this out to me. My original video that I posted up, it was kind of like Matt Damon in The Martian. There, this is what I need to do to survive. I'm gonna science the shit out of this, and I think that's what I did. So my plan is working. I just need to keep adjusting it, make sure I don't lose too much weight, and yeah, just stick with it for the long haul. I see my doctor again on the 26th, which is 10 days from now. Um, and I'm going to force him to give me force him, I'm going to try and convince him to give me an MRI, because I really want to see what's going on. The thing about my blood results that I personally don't like, I mean, from the research that I've done, as I mentioned, this is an autoimmune thing, and one thing that usually happens when you have a flare-up of your autoimmune things is that your immunoglobulins, which is one of your immune system thingamabobbies, goes way, 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 way up. But mine's still pretty much normal, so I don't really understand why that is. So I'm thinking maybe it's not, maybe the inflammation and stuff that's going on is not from my autoimmunity. Maybe it's more my gallbladder or something else. I don't know. um, so I think maybe I just wanted to make sure that we're covering all the bases, and we're um, not missing another problem that might be going on, basically. Um, as I mentioned, my gallbladder is collapsed, and I have like a egg-sized gallstone that they don't really want to operate on because it's too much trauma for my liver and everything else. But maybe that's going on. Maybe that's blocking off, the bile duct from my liver, causing some inflammation. I don't know. I don't know. I drive myself crazy trying to figure out what's going on, right? But either way, I have inflammation in my liver. I have to be on prednisone. That's the way it is. I talked to my doctor's nurse, because it's really hard to get a hold of the doctor, to see if maybe I should be lowering my prednisone now that my levels have gone down a lot. And she said that normally what the doctor does is he keeps me on the high dose prednisone until I am normal, and then we'll start to taper off. So, not good news. I was kind of hoping to start the taper a little early, because coming from 60 milligrams, if I want to get back down to 0, I mean, you can't just stop prednisone. Your body will just shut down, basically. It takes a long time to taper it off. So I'm just buckling down and getting through it. And what else can I do, right? Things in the gym. I'm able to do my gym, which is good. Even though, it taps me out for the day. My strength is way, way, way down. I have to take a lot longer breaks in between my sets. Like yesterday was chest day, for example. It was a heavy chest day, which means I usually do, 3 to 5 reps for 5 sets. I was lucky to get 2 reps in at like maybe 75% of my max, where usually I would be doing my max on those days. But, it is what it is. It still feels good to do it. And I am, giving some stimulus at least to my muscles to make sure that they're, not going to all go away on me. So I'm working it, guys. I'm working it the best I can. Again, I appreciate everyone for all their support, whether it's just liking my stupid selfies that I put up, or humoring my silly posts where I talk to myself all day long about what I'm watching and eating and everything else. It just helps keep me a little bit entertained, and a little bit of interaction I can always do with more. But anyway, I appreciate all that. Finances, I mean, it's that the big shipment of stuff that I got there last week. The person that still hasn't contacted me. How do you do that? So love. Anyway, I can't do it. I can't even make it. But you know what I mean. I really appreciate that. That really set me up with protein and protein bars and stuff for like ever. So I really appreciate that. Um, and I'm actually really enjoying the Crystal Light stuff that they sent too. Yeah, the Americans got the stuff. They got those big packets, like a big jug at one time, which is a lot easier for me. Um, so I'm doing well on that front. So yeah, I appreciate all that. I don't know what else to say. Um, next month is going to be more doctors, this and that, and this and that. So it's helpful to have, I'm not going to have to order more protein. It's like $100 that I normally spend every month. So that's a big thing. And actually, it's kind of funny. So one of these muscle magazines I follow on Facebook, Muscle Insider, which is, I think, the Canadian one, and they give it out a lot free when you order shipments and stuff because it's like full of advertisements and all that stuff. But they have a contest like every week, and I've been like entering it, like whatever, I'll enter a contest. They have free stuff. I'll enter it. So far, I won two things. I won a 5-pound bag of mutant mass gainer protein, which I can't use right now, right? Because it's like, I think it's like a 96 carbs for 20 protein. So it's like a post workout um, shake. But anyway, I won that. I was like, woohoo! I'll use that. It's good for like a year or whatever in the bag. So whenever this ordeal is all over, I'll have that. And then yesterday, I won another contest for Farmer Freak Pump pre-workout, which is a pre-workout that's got like citrulline malate, and arginine, and all these nitrogen oxide boosting things, so you can get like a really big pump, you know, um, which is always fun, especially on arm days. I definitely make sure that a pump is really nice to have, right? So that's fun. So again, I'm not going to use that right now because I don't want to. I have been taking BCAAs, which I guess is pretty similar, but I don't want to do. I don't want to push all these unknown substances through my liver at this point. But down the road, I have the gain train and the pump the stuff, so I'm going to be having fun in the future. Oh, and another. Geez, it's going to be a long video. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I need to talk. I haven't talked to anyone in like months, and I'm going crazy. But my gym put up an advertisement, in their little billboard thing that they have in the gym, and they have new equipment coming next month. There is a vertical squat machine, which is coming, and I'm very excited about that because squats is things that I struggle with the most because I just can't. My shoulder flexibility and my curved back, I just can't get that bar in a good spot on my back. But this has the weight is here, like out, right? Those arms that come out. And you're standing, and you can really like make sure your back is like straight against the backboard. These are all things that I need. So I am going to be making so much use of that thing, and it's plate loaded, so you can put lots of weight on there. Right, there's room for like 5 or 6 plates on each side, so I'm not going to be too short on weight. So that's going to be coming next month, and I'm excited about that. December, so I've got like 4 to 6 months before summer. My legs and my butt are going to be so freaking awesome when summer comes around that, I don't know, maybe I'll take a picture. Probably not, because it's not a good scene with all the skin. But with some quality spandex, it's going to look pretty good, I hope. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. 20 minutes, that's my max. Gonna put some pictures at the end just for fun, and I hope everyone out there getting your fitness in, being strong, eating well, eating clean, just enjoying your day. Bye, guys. Whoa, gotta get that flex in there, right?